My dear friends, I am taking next question. Procedure for receiving maintenance of allowance. And also write when does C loses this right. First point. According to section 126(1), proceedings may be taken against any person in any district. A. Where he is, or B. Where he or his wife resides, or C. Where he last resided with his wife. Second point. All evidence in such proceedings shall be taken in the presence of a person against whom an order for payment of maintenance is proposed to be made, or when his personal attendance is dispensed with in the presence of his pleader, and shall be recorded in the prescribed for summon cases. Next, provided that if the magistrate is satisfied that the person against whom an order for payment of maintenance is proposed to be made my dear friends, the second point is willfully avoiding service or willfully neglecting to attend the court. As some points I have defined in the section 2.2, now point 2 is continuous. If he is willfully avoiding service or willfully neglecting to attend the court, the magistrate may proceed to hear and determine the case ex parte. If her husband do not want to attend the court or did not want to attend the court and he is making false statement or neglecting the attendance of the court willfully, then in that case judge may determine the case ex parte and any order so made may be set aside. The order may be set aside for good cause shown on application made within 3 months from the date thereof, subject to such terms, including terms as to payment of cost to the opposite party, as the magistrate may think just and proper. My dear friends, third point, the court in dealing with the application under section 125 shall have power to make such order as to cost as may be just. And after this, the most important point is alteration in allowance. According to section 127(1), on proof of a change in the circumstances of any person receiving under section 125 a monthly allowance or order under the same is changed or not, this point is for the alteration and it is discussed more. It will be discussed more next. My dear friends, under section 125, a monthly allowance or order under the same section to pay a monthly allowance to his wife, child, mother, and father, as the case may be. The magistrate may make such alteration in the allowance as he thinks fit, provided that if he increases the allowance, the monthly rate of 500 rupees in the whole shall not be exceeded. The fixed rate of monthly allowance is 500 rupees from the court side. My dear friends, as I have discussed in the previous question, in the case of Ahmed Khan versus Sahabano, the Supreme Court decided the monthly allowance 500 rupees, and this allowance is in total, and it should not be exceed. So this is the fixed rate from the court side, that the allowance for maintenance must be 500, not more than 500. May be less, but may not be more. So this is the condition in alteration of allowance. So I think that this point is clear. This is the point, whether the allowance, monthly allowance, can be altered or can be changed by the magistrate. If it is less than 500, it can be changed up to the 500 rupees. But if it is already 500, it cannot be changed, because the fixed rate of the monthly allowance for a wife from the husband side is only 500 rupees. This, it has been decided by the Supreme Court. Now, next point. My dear friend, this is the important part of this question. When is a wife not entitled to receive an allowance from her husband? First, according to section 125(4), no wife shall be entitled to receive an allowance from her husband under this section in the following cases. So there are three cases in which a wife cannot file a suit against her husband for getting maintenance. There are three reasons. First, when she is living in adultery, then she cannot apply. When without any sufficient reason she refuses to live with her husband, and she is not living with her husband due to some reasons, and those reasons are not sufficient, then in that case she cannot file a suit against her husband for maintenance. Third, if they are living separately by mutual consent, this is the last point. If they are living separately by mutual consent, then in that case she cannot file a suit for getting maintenance from her husband. So these are the 3 points. When she is living in adultery, when she without any sufficient reason she refuses to live with her husband, if they are living separately by mutual consent. These are the 3 reasons by which a wife is not entitled to receive an allowance from her husband. This is the last part of this question, and this is the most important part of this question, because in this whole question or in previous question we have discussed about the maintenance, how she can get the maintenance from her husband with the help of the court? This was the question, previous and as well as this question. But this last part is about when she is unable to get maintenance. What are those reasons? These are the three reasons. So, my dear friends, I think the question is very simple and is clear. And one thing I want to make a request in the end of the each and every question, please subscribe the channel. My channel name is Maths by Dharmveer Singh Devas. This I have written channel Maths by Dharmveer Singh Devas. Please subscribe the channel. It is my request to you. Again, thanks.